as always, with nature's blessings, Tunai, we are going to start the pitch perfect session of the day. As you know, myself, Desika Prabhakar, founder and director of the Purpose Foundation, and we have our darling COO Lakshmi here of the Purpose Foundation, who is going to give the introduction. This person was the one person who's instantly, I think a few weeks before, instantly he just said, yes, I'm going to be there today for the students. He was so enthusiastic about the session and so responsive. Immediately, whenever we text, there's an immediate response. One from Kolkata. So we have Mr. Abhay here supporting more than 300 plus startups in their investment journey. Let's hear the wonderful introduction from Lakshmi.
Yeah. So it's my pleasure to introduce our final speaker of this evening, Abhay Dubey, a seasoned pitch deck expert and a strategic business analyst renowned for crafting and compiling all presentation and financial projections. So with his experience working closely over, like as man said, like 300 plus startups and is playing a pivotal role in enabling successful investment rounds, his expertise lies in creating pitch decks, not only by just telling the powerful stories, but also to secure funding for ambitious entrepreneurs. So currently, he's serving as a head of investment readiness at Velocity One, and he's been instrumental in helping startups raise over like $100 million through prestigious events like India's largest demo day hosted by Venture Catalyst and 9 unicorns. His deep understanding of business strategy, coupled with hands-on experience in organizing investor startup networking sessions at events like Huddle, Yifi, and making him a sought-after mentor in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So, Mr. Dubey, we're very happy to have you here, and the stage is all yours to inspire us.
Hello, can you hear me? Everything is okay? My mic and everything?
Perfect.
Hi, everyone. So first of all, let me give you my quick introduction. You have already given, but let me give you some of other things that I've done. So apart from funding and everything, we have started our investment banking. Apart from that, I was also the India representative for one of the private offices of UAE, where I have taken so far 8 companies from India to expand their businesses in UAE with one of the family office of his sheikh. Okay, so that is one of the things that I have done, and apart from that, I am also a mentor for IIM Vishakhapatnam, IIM Rohtak, and IIT Bombay for their ESEN. Okay, and this is a brief. So what I'll quickly do is, since the session is about art of pitching, so I'll quickly take everyone through a short presentation that we have already prepared. So I have given this seminar to a lot of students. This will help you understand what is pitch deck. When you go to pitch in front of the investors, you obviously need a pitch deck, and you obviously need to know how to pitch each slide of that pitch deck, right? So I'll take you through that, and then we can jump on a call or question answer call if we have any. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible. Yes.
Okay, so let me know if you see slide by slide, because there's some problem with Google Meet since morning. So I'll keep it like this. Okay. Can you see the next slide?
Yes, we can see the next slide. Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to pitching, so as already the other speakers have already mentioned, but one thing that I believe is what pleases the eye pleases the mind. Okay, so pitching is something that needs to be engaging, memorable, and persuasive. Okay, so what generally separates a good pitch from a great one? So there's some videos that I'll share after the call, because I cannot show it online right now. So I'll share that, and you'll get an idea of how a good pitch can be better than a great one. So to win your audience, what do you need to know? You need to know 3 W's. What is that? First, who is your audience? Okay, let's say if you're pitching to angel investors, your pitch needs to be created in such a way that pleases angel investors. When it comes to pitching VCs need to know separate details about your business. Like the first speaker already mentioned, in economics and everything comes into mind of VCs. When you pitch to angel investors generally want to know, are you really solving a problem, or you're creating one for your own, fulfilling your desire to do a startup? Okay, so angel investors need to know what is the problem that you're solving, and who are the people behind it who's solving the problem, right? So first you need to identify who is your audience, right? What do they care about? Like I generally said, if you're pitching to VCs, you need to know what they need to know. VCs want to know your market. VCs want to know what you have already done. Who were you previously? Okay, these all things VCs want to know. Okay, why? And why? Because see, you have to give them a reason to invest in you. Either you have a solution that is very different. Okay, you have a USP, or either you are creating something that can have a potential market in the future. Okay, so I'll not waste a lot of time here. I'll quickly take you through all slides. When it comes to pitching, you have to present with confidence, right? You need not read each and every detail on your slide. First of all, it should not have more than 50 words on each slide. Okay, because even if you are pitching, I'll be the one looking at your pitch deck and I'll be just going over the text. So that is not a go. Keep it short and simple. Problem, define it in few words, define it in few solutions. That's it. Okay. We have a confident body language, have clear and conviction conversations, and keep permanent eye contact with your investors whenever you are pitching to them. Next, the very important thing, since most of the startups are already that are present here are already pre-seed and seed. Okay, so when you have a pre-seed startup, you need to have a story behind it. Okay, story that can engage with your audience either emotionally or intellectually. Okay, show them the problem, explain to them why it matters, offer them a solution which is very unique. Okay, it is not something that already people are doing and they're doing it wrong. Sorry, I'll do it in a new way. That does not work. Show them the story behind it, show them why you are doing it, why did it affect you, right? Then only you can create a perfect pitch deck and a start to your pitch deck. The initial 3 to 4 slides are your win. If no one is attracted to those 4 5 slides, then no one will listen to your entire pitch. If you have that 4 5 slides sorted, you'll be great with your pitch. So I'll quickly give you examples of some of our work we have done, right? So this is few slides that you can see. This was for a pet care company. Okay. Now when we talk about storytelling, what is it? So this was a pet tech company dealing into bringing in all the platforms of pet together at one single platform. Now when you talk about pet, and when you so VCs hate all these technology platforms dealing into pets and everything, so they are all conventional. Okay, so they do not believe in these ideas. So when you have to please them, you have to show them why it matters. You have to be the pitch needs to be more engaging, right? So we created something like this for them, where we talked about who the character is. So we created a new character. The entire character was narrating the story, okay, to the VCs or anyone, whoever your target audience is. When you see this particular slide, meet my friends, they look happy, right? But do you know they are in pain? So this particular slide is showing the problem statement faced by each and every pet in the pet ecosystem. And then the following slide would directly show the solution offer. Okay, so this is the storytelling that you need to bring in. First, if I show you these slides, you'll already be attracted towards the visuals and the design language that we have used. Second, when we show you slides such as problems or something like that, you'll automatically want to know, "Acha, what is that someone trying to speak to me?" Okay, so keep it storytelling, keep it engaging, right? Use visual aids. Like I already mentioned, visual aids are something better than just words. Okay, if you have visual aids, it is easy for the eye to go around the deck entire slide, and it is easy for you to convey your problems, your solutions, whatever you're trying to pitch to your investors. Then so this is when we talk about visual aid, I'll show you one of the example. So this is a company known as Zyma Analytics. If you google them, they're one of the uh, great companies dealing into electromagnets and everything. So we created something for them. When we created a problem statement, this is how we created it. That their entire problem statement that they provided us was somewhere around 3 to 5 page, talking about what 1 degree Celsius error could do to potential businesses. Okay, so this is how we created the particular slide. 3 4 slides combined into one, showing what is the problem that they are trying to solve. Again, talking more about the problem and how sensor failures can deal into several other things. So when we talk about using visual aids, use infographics a lot to convey your story. Focus on benefits, not features. When you talk about solutions, features are something I should not recommend for pre-seed startups. Now this, we have this, we have this, that. It does not work on that. What benefit it will add to your customers, use that. Okay, for example, if I provide this, this will change their life, this will make their life easy, this will reduce the problem. For example, ordering groceries Like 5 years ago was a very difficult task for someone of my age. Okay, not even ordering groceries. If I have to take groceries, I have to come back, go to my local market, buy it from there, and then come and cook and all that thing. But what Zepto and everything have done, they have reduced the time. And first of all, it's all on your fingertips. You order it, 10 minutes, you get it delivered. Okay, so this is the benefit that they are doing. 10 minutes may it is making your life easier, better. Okay. Then this is some of the slides that I'll show you talking about the benefits. First of all is this is a company known as Tadplex. So when we talk about their solution, what was the benefits that they have provided? This is how we showed their slide. Okay, you can take screenshots of these slides, or I can share the presentation with the team and they can share it out. So what are the key elements? Let us break it down one by one. Okay, so I'll just continue with that. First of all, problem statement clarity should be there. What is the problem? Why the problem is there? Are there any statistics and data points to back it up, or is it just something that you want to create just so that you can do a startup? Okay. So if you're creating a problem statement, show the problem. What is the problem? Keep it very clear and use statistics to show, 7 out of 8 people face these problems, etc., etc. Use the statistics, do some market research, and create a perfect one slide, two slide problem statement for your pitch deck. Solution, use visual aids, show the benefits, and show how you're unique. That's it. So we have taken some screenshots from all of our previous decks and trying to show you how we have worked. Okay. So this is for one of the gaming companies that are doing very big right now. Okay. So when you talk about visual aids, use infographics, show the benefits, how they are improving it. Okay. And show how they are unique. Now let's talk about the market. So as already other speakers have mentioned, market, you do not need to do all that, how to show that it's not rocket science or anything. When it comes to market, if you're dealing into one particular market, just show that market. If you have accessories and if you have ancillary products, show that market as well. Now, for some of the people, it is very difficult to know how to, take that market or how to find out the market. It's very easy. For example, I'll tell you what TAM SAM is. Let's say you are building a product that deals into stomach pain. Okay, so your TAM would be people. So sorry, you're building an Ayurvedic product that deals into stomach ache. So your TAM would become people who have stomach ache. Okay, your SAM would become people who use Ayurvedic products for stomach ache, and your SOM would become people who would use only your product to cure their stomach ache. For example, if your TAM is 100 and your SAM is 50, and out of that 50 people, 5 people would use your product, so your SOM becomes 5. Okay, so this is how to identify it and how to get that number, $1 billion, $1 million. Do not use your brain, just the number of people into the product price that you're selling is equals to the TAM SAM SOM, whatever your numbers are. Then we have your business model. Try to be very clear, because this is the particular slide that will make your investors excited, because if you make money, they make money. If you don't, they don't. Okay, so show them how you will make money, what will be the channels, are there any subscription plans, if yes, if there is annual, quarterly, whatever. Yeah, is there any question? So I'll take up questions after the presentation. Okay. Okay, so when we talk about business model, keep it simple. If you have a subscription plan, what is a subscription plan? Tell them that you'll charge this amount of money. It is going to be quarterly, it is going to be annually, whatever. If you're selling a product, this is going to be your selling price. Out of this, if you want, you can give the detailed about, this is going to the cost, etc., etc. Or else just write the product price would be this, average selling price would be this, and that's it. Keep it very simple. Then traction and milestones. If you have tractions, then good. If you don't, then just don't put anything there. Like already a speaker has mentioned that, I'll show 100 users, 200, that does not count. Okay, if you have good tractions, good milestones, then only show that. If you don't, then obviously use case studies or anything related to that. Okay, for tractions, what should you do? For tractions, let's say if you are a tech company, number of users, number of downloads, okay, what has been the year on year growth, month on month growth, daily active users, people, number of visitors on your website, etc., etc. So these are all the metrics that you will find. If you need more, you can reach out to me. I'll help you out with that. Competition slide is very effective. Okay, now this is something. Let's say if you are so most of the founders that I have worked with, they all think that they are creating something very unique, very out of the blue. No one has done this. That's all facade. Everyone is doing it. Okay, you're not unique here. If you do not have a direct competitor, you will have an indirect competitor. You're not doing anything unique. Okay, so even if you don't have a direct competitor, point out your indirect competitors, show how you are different to them, and instead of showing it on a table, create a chart like this, an XY axis chart, show your four comparisons and show where your competitors lie and where do you lie. So overall, if my investors want to see in a nutshell and identify how am I different, they'll directly get an idea. Okay, that for example, my X company lies here, which has an aspirational plus a little bit of luxury value here. But when we talk about other competitors, then they'll get a different idea. For example, Lux, Lyra is essential, etc., etc. So this is for a company that was on to Shark Tank this previous year. Now let's talk about financial projections and valuations. So I'll quickly take you through. So these are all very tough details that I won't be able to complete it in a short time. So I'll just take it out of my experience. When it comes to financial projections or something like that, just there's no need to create tough Excel formulas and everything. If you are building a tech business, just go for year on year plan. What will be your year on year number of visitors, what number of buyers, etc., etc., into the average order value that you'll have or subscription plan that you have, and that will give you your year on year revenue. Then what will be your year on year cost? If you do not know that, what will be the hiring, this and that, just go and use some market standards. For example, if my revenue is 100 rupees and I need to identify my cost structure, then let's say 15% would be marketing. Okay, you'll get it on in the internet. Okay, according to your industry that you deal in, my X percentage would be marketing, my X percentage would be hiring. Okay, and then you point out to your margins and everything. Now when it comes to raising funds, okay, or ask an allocation slide, I saw this, most of the speakers missed it. So that slide, that amount, even if it is 1 crore, okay, that needs to be justified somewhere in your projections or somewhere in your entire pitch deck. Okay, so 1 crore, why not 7 crores, why not 5 crores, or why not 50 lakhs? That 1 crore justification should be there. So how to show that? So when you are a pre-seed or a seed startup, generally most of your expenses are into hiring, marketing, or either you are going to have a huge capital expense. Okay, so do not go out of these three. If you're planning to, then definitely consult it with someone who has deep knowledge and ask them to show or not, because most of the founders, what I have seen, they have taken into expenses that they don't even know what it stands for. Okay, and then when you sit with an investor, they are giving you crores and crores of rupees. They are going to literally kill you on the question and answers, and you will just give up there and you'll be like, "Rehne do apna paisa, I'm going." So that has been the experience I have seen a lot of founders face. So yeah, that's all, a short and sweet presentation about art of pitching, because I cannot give it to you in one day. So if you want more, do reach out to me. I'll help you out with that. Any questions?
Thank you so much, Abhay. That was a very, very insightful session. I must say it was completely a different perspective than what we have seen so far. The way you focused on how it really connects with the investor and how we have to stand out from the crowd, but also keep in mind the very important points, to put forth in front of the investors in a very pictorial way and in a very easy to understand way. That was very, very insightful. I think we have sufficient time to take a couple of questions. So, guys, I think the first question is we have to mention ideal song. Because we haven't established in the market yet. So this is from Fastana. She is building a nutritional cracker sort of healthy snacks brand. So how do we mention the ideal song? That's what her question is. So how do
So,
we tag?
so snackable. So I have worked with tags. So they are into building healthy snacks for Gen Zs. Okay, so when we wanted to show their song, So they themselves were confused what to show, what not to show. So what we try to do is we try to figure out the population. So I'll tell you first, Anna, how to work on that. Just try to show the number of users that you have, that you can have, okay, in the market. Use the average selling price of your product and try to create a market size and just name it TAM. There's no need to name it SAM, SOM, and etc. to show the bifurcation. Just show that these are the, let's say if you're dealing into product that deals into Gen Zs. So let's say you have 100 people in that category and 100 rupees would be your average selling price and 10,000 would be your TAM. That's it. Do not bifurcate it and complicate things, because see, the more information you give out on the deck, the more grilled you will be with the VCs. Okay. So just keep it, because I don't recommend founders to give out all details, because फिर second call का कोई मतलब नहीं होता. It will be first call में they'll give you a yes or no. Okay. More, I don't believe it happens on first call. Nothing happens on first call. If I tell you come and give me 10 rupees, you won't even look at me. भाई एक call पे मैं कैसे दे दूँ? I need to build trust with you. Okay, so that's what happens there. They'll have 10, 15 calls, then they'll have due diligence, and then they'll reflect the amount. So it all is a 6 months process. Okay, until and unless you're Kunal Shah, you do not get $1 million just by showing your face. So that's a beautiful story of cred. Okay, so after selling his company, free charge, he just went into his VCs and he showed that, see, this is Kunal Shah, I'm building cred. $1 million was just written to him. So that's a different story. Any other question?
Yes. So I have another question. Since again, when you talk about pitching to pre-seed or seed, which is more of the target audience of our students, right? So there is so much that goes into first of all preparing it, as well as to pitch it to the seed investors, and also to find more, potential investors and connect with them, and also even sending a message to them. Say probably, how would you do? You just go to LinkedIn, just keep sending all your pitches to all the investors. Like, what would you recommend as a start for them to start building on the pitch?
I'll tell you one thing, which is a concept that is going around, that is cold email, cold email, cold email, and cold reach outs. Okay. So these all works when you are building a product and you're selling your product. Then cold reach outs work. If you are going and asking someone for their money, cold reach outs are not going to work. It sounds like a scam. Okay. So I would recommend, even if you are a pre-seed, seed, whatever kind of startup you are, most of the founders that have actually raised funds are the founders who have went and met the investors at some event. Okay, anything that is, they have used their connection. Okay, face to face. That is where you build your trust. Okay, so I don't know where the audience is located. Even if you are located, let's say in Bangalore, okay, Mumbai, Delhi, right? I am in Kolkata. That's the least startup happy place here. Okay, even if that's the case, I still try to look for events there where I can connect with more and more investors and get. So that is one thing I would recommend each and every pre-seed startup. So most of the events are actually free, or a very low ticket price, 500,000, 200, 250, right? So go to those events, meet them, right? Uh, Talk to them. Even if you think that they, why will they talk to me? That's not the case. They are looking for people to invest in. They have money, and currently the investments have fallen like drastically, right? And these VCs are looking for companies to invest in. So that's not the case. Go out, reach out to them personally instead of going on DMs.
Thank you so much, Abhay. I think we are, done with the questions. So definitely we want to reach you out further, because I think this is just a small bit of the whole, presentation, or the whole learning that you could give us and our students. This has immensely been, beneficial for them to prepare for their next, upcoming finale session, where they're going to pitch in front of pre-seed and seed investors. We have invited them as guests, and this learning from you and our previous speakers are going to be very, very critical for them to fine tune their pitches. So thank you so much for spending time with us on a weekday, especially in the evening, for making time to prepare and show us such amazing real-time examples. We really, really are grateful to Abhay, to Saloni, and to Prem to spend their evening with us. Oh, I think we have a question. Do the VC or funders take over the company in some of the business movies? Investors took over the company and changed the CEO. I think this is more of a film puff question, but you can answer it. Yeah, you can answer it. Abhay, are you with? Oh yeah, 1 second. He's just asked us again. So guys, if there's any other questions, please do drop. Now is the time. You can drop it. Yeah. So I think you can. Yeah.
Does the VC or funders take over the company? In some of the business movies, investors took over the company and changed the CEO. So you don't have to worry all that. If you are not doing anything that will make, that will question your thing, then you are okay. So I think he's talking about Uber, Travis Kalanick, and he was thrown out of his own company. So that was a case. So he was doing a lot of things which were unethical. So if you are doing that, obviously they have the right to remove you from the board. So yes, that is one of the case. But I cannot recommend you if you don't give them that voting right, because they will not invest in your business.
Yes, thank you so much, Abhay. So, thanks to all the lovely speakers for enabling our student innovations and helping them to have such amazing learnings to take their innovation into action. And we are so grateful for all your valuable time. We look forward to your support in the upcoming sessions for our upcoming batches as well. Yes, thank you so much.